How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. This is the calm before the storm. I see a lot of volatility, a lot of big events that could be happening over the next week. I want to talk to you about them, also talk about what's coming even just a month or two down the line, and talk about where we've been. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, subscribe button, I'm going to try to keep this really short, under 8 minutes, so you don't get a mid-roll ad. But if you guys don't mind, if you haven't already tried out BlockFi underneath the video, definitely try them out. You can get up to a $250 Bitcoin bonus when you start depositing. So definitely check that platform out if you haven't already. Now, crypto has been sideways for a while. If we look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's price has been sideways for nearly, well, actually over a year, right? We passed about 39,000 back in February of 2021. Even over the last 3 months, if we look here, we were right around 41,000 just back in January this year. So this seems like a really calm time. I mean, over the last month, we've barely gone anywhere. It's just been up to 44, back down to 35, and just back and forth. Not a lot of volatility, surprisingly, but I think there's some big things happening this week. So first of all, we know that Jerome Powell is speaking this week. He's going to talk about rate increases. He's going to give us what they're actually going to do, whether it's a quarter point raise, whether it's half point, whether it's nothing. It's most likely going to be a quarter point raise, then maybe another half point raise or quarter point raise a few months later. But right now it looks like that's what we're going to get. Now, if we get one way or the other, either higher or lower, there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market. There might even be a little bit of green, in my opinion. If I had to make a guess, there would be a little bit of green when we see a quarter point raise, just because it does weed out the fact that, there is really high inflation. Some people do think that they need to raise more than a quarter point. So those people will be proven wrong, and then we should see a little bit more green. That's just, again, my opinion, but always do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. We see the Bitcoin illiquid supply continuously go up too, right? This is the first time that it's gone past where it was before, back in 2021, when we saw the China exodus. I believe it was right around then that we saw it drop off. And then we saw it past that recently. It's a 4-year high. Now, we also have a couple other things that could be happening this week. El Salvador prepares to launch a Bitcoin bond. This is going to have $500 million going to buying Bitcoin, and then $500 million to infrastructure. So this, if this works, is going to be huge, because other countries will most likely see that and see, hey, we can raise a ton of money. People are going to be really happy. If it's oversubscribed, that's going to be great. A lot of people think that that's coming this week. Now, I could be wrong. I don't think they've actually set a specific time, but a lot of people are assuming that it is coming this week. We also have Do Kwon, who is pretty much the head of Terra. I mean, he could stop being the head at any time because of how they've set up UST, decentralized peg to the dollar. But what he just tweeted: Bitcoin thrives in chaos, an orange light to endure in the darkness, which UST will bring to millions, which is interesting. We know that they are backing UST with Bitcoin. They just did another raise recently, or they actually did a donation about $1 billion. They already have $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. They can continue to buy more and more Bitcoin. It sounds like they are trying to bring Bitcoin in the sense that their stablecoin is going to be backed by it. So they're going to bring this to the masses. Enough people are going to want stablecoin, so they're going to just continue to get more and more adoption, which if they continue to buy $500 million or $1 billion at a time, it's going to make even less and less liquid supply. The liquid supply is going to continue to go up because they're going to buy. It seems like how they're buying is over the counter, so that way it's not really moving up the price too much. But as that continues to happen, there's going to be less and less available. And what's interesting is we haven't seen the likes of Michael Saylor buy crypto in a while. We haven't seen him announce another big buy for Bitcoin. So I think it's been over a month or two since we've seen it. So maybe he buys again. Maybe we see some of the tech companies buy soon, right? Like, for example, it's been a month and a half since we got the earnings for some of the tech stocks. It was the beginning of February. So we only have a month and a half until we get more earnings. There might be more companies that start buying, because remember, KPMG just bought Bitcoin recently. They're showing it to other people how they can buy. So I'm guessing as time goes on, there will be a trickling of more companies that buy Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Then it's going to be one of those things where it happens slowly and then all at once, right? A ton of companies eventually will be buying. Now, I could always be wrong, right? we might not have anything happen this week. We could see a 0.5 point raise and then the crypto market could fall down. So I do keep some stablecoin on the side just in case, but I continue to dollar cost average because I think this is going to be a long-term investment that will do well over time. I'm trying not to get too greedy by holding off until we hit, 33,000 or 30,000 or 20,000. Some people think we're going to get to 10,000. So it's always a balancing act of holding some money, but also continuing to invest. So that's where I'm at now. I think there's a lot that could happen this week. I'm actually going on vacation halfway through the week, so it's going to be interesting trying to vacation while all this could possibly be happening. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for checking out BlockFi, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.